Hi everyone, this is my dog Roxy and I'm going to tell you a story about her. Sometimes she does naughty things. Can you guess what she does? Well, sometimes she runs away from home. So I call her, Roxy, Roxy, but she doesn't come back. So I have to look up the drive, calling her name and looking, and she's not there. So I look in the fields next to us and I can't find her there either. So I keep looking and I keep calling until eventually I find her, or she comes home through a very small hole in the hedge. You know, once I thought I lost Roxy, but do you know where I found her? She was in the downstairs bathroom, weren't you? She'd gone in there and had managed to shut the door and get stuck in there, and she couldn't get out. Silly Roxy. But you know, when I find her, I'm so pleased because I love her very much. Even though she's been naughty, I'm pleased she's with us again, and I want to give her a big cuddle so she knows that we love her. Jesus tells us stories in the Bible called parables. They are earthly stories with a heavenly meaning, and they help us understand about him and heaven. One day Jesus told this parable. There was a farmer who had 100 sheep. But one morning when he was counting his sheep, 97, 98, 99, he realised that one was lost. So he left the 99 sheep behind in the field and he started to look for the one that was lost. He looked in the field next door, he looked in the haystacks, he looked under the hedges. All day long he looked for the lost sheep. He even climbed over hills and scrambled over rocks, and he even crawled through brambles and thorns, and they scratched him. But he did not give up. At last the farmer saw his sheep. It had fallen into the river. So he dived in, splash, and he rescued the lost sheep. And carrying the lamb home on his shoulder, just like this, he called for all his friends and neighbours, "Be happy with me, I have found my lost sheep." You know, the farmer was so pleased, wasn't he? Just like I am when I find Roxy. You know, God is like the farmer. He loves us just like the farmer loves his sheep, and he cares for each one of us. You can read this parable in your Bible in Luke chapter 15 verse 7, and it says this: "In the same way, I tell you, there is much joy in heaven when one sinner changes his heart. There is more joy for that one sinner than there is for 99 good people who don't need to change." So that means that just being good like the 99 isn't enough to get into heaven. You have to be like the one, to choose to give your life to Jesus by saying sorry to Jesus for all the wrong things you have done, which we call sin, and thanking Jesus for dying on the cross for you. If you do that today, then there will be much joy in heaven because you have changed your ways and your heart and you want to live to please Jesus. That's becoming a true Christian. You know, I pray, and all the grown-ups in the church pray, that each one of you listening to this today will choose to follow Jesus. Now, I have some fun things for you to do. I've sent you some colouring sheets and some activities, so have fun doing those. And if your mum has a big bag of cotton wool balls, then you could pretend they are sheep and hide one and see if it can be found by someone in your family. Have lots of fun this week, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.